Good evening. We are here to present the Grand Award for the company that, by consensus and overall evaluation by the judges, merits exceptional recognition. And the 2012 Workplace Excellence Grand Prize Award goes to Mitchell International.
Evolution has been critical to Mitchell's 66-year history. We started out as a publisher of auto repair reference guides and have transformed into what we are today, a major technology company focused on insurance claims. Our key to success has been our willingness to innovate and constantly change. As a technology company, people were our primary asset and we needed to focus ever more so on talent management. We created a few years ago what we called M3, the Mitchell Management Model.
The first aspect of the M3 model is talent acquisition. We've established certain competencies and beliefs that are consistent with our values. To that end, each candidate is required to write an essay and how their former work history actually aligns with those beliefs. Those essays are read by the hiring manager, by the recruiting team, as well as the CEO of the company, Alex Sun himself. The second component of our M3 model is the performance management process.
The performance management process also involves the use of our beliefs. We actually rate our people on how well they do against the beliefs. We've also added the 9 block, which we use to determine relative contribution of each and every employee at Mitchell. Most employees really like it because it's extremely fair and it's transparent and it provides them with clarity.
And rewards and recognition is an extremely important part of any organization. Another key element and very important aspect of our Managing at Mitchell model is leadership development.
We have completely revamped our leadership programs at Mitchell. Our first program is Managing at Mitchell, which all new managers are required to go through. We also have a program called Lead Fundamentals, and that's for our managers who project manage or are getting ready for formal management. Our third program is our newest program. It's called Leading the Mitchell Way, that really focuses managers on how to lead using our beliefs framework. The final component of our talent management system is the talent review process. Really starts with development planning, where the manager and the employee get together and they talk about what the individual's career aspirations are, their strengths, and their development opportunities. From there, that information is rolled up to the leadership teams, and each of the leadership teams at each level of the organization then gets together to calibrate the strengths and development opportunities of the broader organization.
This year, we were able to fill 100% of our vice president openings internally without having to go to external search, which saved us a considerable amount of money.
So when we're driving one of these changes to our performance management process, to our talent management processes, the first thing we do is we involve our key stakeholders and those people who we know will probably have the biggest objections to the change. And we involve them very early on in the design. The second thing we do is we get the buy-in of our executive leadership team, Alex Sun, and the layer of management below our executive leadership team. Once we have everyone's buy-in, we do just-in-time training, and if there are multiple pieces to that change, we'll have multiple one-hour sessions so that they get the information just as they need it. And we remind them frequently.
We use an annual employee engagement survey. In the current year, we had a 91% participation rate on that survey. 97% of the employees who took that survey felt as though their personal contributions contributed to the success of their teams. That's engagement.
The results of our focus on talent management are clear. And at the very highest level over the last 5 years, we've increased companies' annual revenues from about $185 million to nearly $340 million. We've expanded, we've hired hundreds of new people, and we've expanded from 5 offices to 10 offices in North America.
We're so fortunate here at Mitchell to have a CEO in Alex Sun who really drives us and continually pushes us to be the best that we can be for the company.
One of the surprises to me when I became CEO is that I would spend more of my time with our human resources team than with any other part of our organization. And it is clear that they are the real true drivers of our success.
MG, yes.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for recognizing Mitchell and for such an amazing award and recognition. We truly are among wonderful companies and who have also been recognized and nominated tonight. So it truly just adds to the prestige of the award. This really wouldn't have been made possible without some key players at Mitchell. Jack Farnan, our Senior Vice President of HR, right there. And MG Christian, our VP of HR. And of course, our fantastic HR team. And they're true drivers on a day-to-day basis of making sure that the things that we do, the representation of HR in the company is represented really well. And of course, the support of Alex Sun, he truly comes down to HR every day and he says, my favorite HR team. Sorry, I did prepare a little something too in case this happened. You know, by focusing on talent management and really making sure that we are investing in our employees, doing the things that we need to do to retain them and develop them and grow them to become the future VPs of our company has been an enormous investment and time measure for our entire company. Everyone has been very committed, so it's great to see that. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this takes us in the future. So again, thank you so much for a wonderful recognition, and I'd like to introduce our CEO, Alex Sun.
This truly is indeed an incredible surprise. And I'd like to, first off, just say what a privilege and pleasure it is to be amongst the community that really does value people and people practices and the importance of that to driving excellence in an organization. You know, we have, I know Jack is very worried now because I can go on and on and on about this, but I can't help myself, actually. I've been with Mitchell about 11 years, but when I was fortunate enough to be selected as the CEO, the first thing that Jack said to me was, well, what do you want this company to be? And at that point in time, and really I hadn't thought about it in that regard, and together we kind of landed on this notion of we wanted to build a passionate, engaged, dynamic, performance-oriented culture. And really, over the last 5 years, with the tireless efforts of our human resources team, we've been able to do an incredible amount of activities, be it new systems, new processes, a way of communicating our beliefs that I believe anybody in this room here would be very proud of. And I certainly am. And so with that said, I'd really like to thank San Diego SHRM for this great honor in terms of recognizing us for the efforts that we've put forth, and I just know it'll just get better from this point forward. I'd like to thank Corey Webb, who has done a fantastic job, clearly, at capturing and communicating the great work of our entire organization. And then finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't take an opportunity not only to recognize all the great people at Mitchell that participates in building the culture that we have, but in particular our HR team that, again, works tirelessly to build the great culture that we have. And in particular, Jack Farnan, our Senior Vice President, and MG Christian, our VP. While, as I said earlier, we wouldn't have the success we have today were it not for the entire efforts of everybody at Mitchell, I am absolutely convinced we would not have been able to do the things that we've been able to do without their vision and their leadership. Thank you, guys. I love you.